Hi everyone, it's Enchantress. I'm here with a pick a card and your monthly reading for the month of June. So, monthly predictions on love and career and health matters. So, we have three piles here: pile one, pile two, pile three, and three different shells. Let's take a look at the shells. They're kind of not that one's very different in the middle, but and we also have three oracle cards. The oracle cards, I guess these guys are very similar, just slightly different. That's very up to you to discern, but maybe you just want to go with number or timestamp. You can also go by the hot method, which one feels the hottest to you. So we can also do the breathing technique, and each oracle card will have a little message, and then I'll do a live shuffle for the rest of them. So let's take a deep breath in, close your eyes, release your breath, open your eyes and let them go to the card that's meant for you, the pile that's meant for you. Let's begin. So here's pile number one with this stripy shell. That's not that different from the other stripy shell. And your message here is why. All right, so let's see what this is about. Motives driving intention, the power of knowing the why. There is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience, and when you think about something, feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So for June in relationships, you may not always know why you engage in certain relationships the way you do, but mostly your feelings aren't always logical. Now's the time to recognize whether you're being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this and why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition. From the knowledge deep within you, what does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most important and powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today: why? In prosperity, money matters. Knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, and save for the future, or all of these? No matter motive is bad or good, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. The protection message is about what you can do to change things, how to better impact your health, your mental health, your spiritual health. Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with the partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong. But deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you ever closer to the happiness you seek. All right. Let's get now into some more. Let's do a little tarot then. We got the Everyday Witch Tarot. I love this deck. And I would love to make an Everyday Fairy Tarot. Very similar to this one. It would be so cute. But I like this casual feeling of this deck. It's very nice. Let's see what comes out for you. Okay, we have the Chariot. The Chariot looks kind of like choices being made this way or that way. And it's the black and the white. It's the duality. A lot of times Chariot can be interpreted as victory and triumph. But this girl here is still kind of got a question mark on her face. She's got that little kitty helping her by her side though. So, you know, she could be in a crossroads. Even though you don't see the crossroads, you do see the pull in two directions. And maybe her answer is integrating both sides of the story, or both sides of her personality, or both sides of the issue, you know, and seeing the bigger picture. But all in all, Chariot is good. It's about travel. It's about adventure. It's about triumph and making good choices and achieving things. So that's good for that is good for June. Let's see what else. Ooh, nice. Two of Cups. So in romance, it looks like you will have a beautiful partnership, companionship, even dates, and multiple dates, like a lot of sunny, warm vibes with a special someone. So look forward to that in love department. Okay, let's see what else. Very nice. Some more love coming your way. So a special Knight of Cups. This is water signs like Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. This is actually somebody coming towards you. You might be going towards them, and you're like, I got directions, but my GPS is messing up. Which way? And he'll come around and he'll say, hey, this way, I'm right over here. You know, it's kind of like they're not gonna, this person's not gonna make you do all the work. They're gonna support you. They're gonna be right there. They're going to say, hey, I'm meeting you halfway and I'm giving you all this love and generosity. So that's really nice. Okay, so let's go with some nature. Let's see what the Soulflower has to say. I'm going to pull a few nature-y type cards. Okay. We've got Velvet Leaf, which is self-love. Velvet Leaf softly reminds you that of your true nature, pure love, no matter what earthly chaos, negativity, or suffering you have faced. Velvet Leaf wants you to remember that you are a magnificent, pure expression of divine love made manifest in human form. You are love itself. Love yourself. You are loved. Oh, yes. Well, that's something I had to keep reminding myself over and over again today. You know, because people sometimes want to knock you down and make you believe otherwise. And then the only person that can really change that around is yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then it's hard to get other people to believe in you. All right, let's see what the trees have to say. I'm gonna get some more nature going in here. The wisdom of the trees. Ooh, we got hazel. So hazel is all about, maybe somebody out there is named Hazel. Hazel's all about boundaries. So my history of being planted in hedges means I am an ancient guardian of boundaries, both physical and spiritual. Let me teach you how to set your own boundaries so you know where to concentrate your power and wisdom. And sometimes you may have boundaries and then you slip up and you let down your guard and you realize, uh-oh, I didn't mean to give in and let someone go beyond those boundaries. It's okay, you know, you're human. Just reassess the situation and, reinstate your boundaries. In ancient times, the Celts believed that hazel was responsible for fostering inspiration and wisdom, so they honored it as one of their trees of knowledge. Since medieval times, forked hazel branches have been widely used in divining rods, particularly to find water. Each May Day, hazel was one of the trees that were brought indoors to guard against evil spirits. Now the coppiced poles of hazel trees are used to make fences. The hazel is prized for its nutritious nuts, which are also called cob nuts. These can be eaten whole or pressed to make oil. Hazelnuts are good. Alrighty, let's keep going on with some nature. We're gonna get some feather messages. Let's see about the birds. What do the birds want to say? So we can use the divine feather. Let's see what feather comes out for you. Remember, when feathers come out in nature, they're usually some kind of clue or sign from angels. So we have the crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. There you go. So I feel like a lot of you guys may, in love at least, have been through a difficult patch, but things are going to turn around and you're going to have somebody who's actually true and loving, and it's not going to be one of those things that you have to work as hard as you have before. Like, it's going to be so much easier and come so much naturally, and the way the person gives will sort of take you by surprise. Like, oh, I've never felt this way before. I've never known anybody be this kind and this generous, this giving. I've always felt like I've had to fight for that, or I've had to beg for it, or I just had to not expect it, just had to lower my expectations. And now this is coming through and just really nice. So for our final message, we're going to use the Everyday Witch Oracle. And we've got affirmation for positive change. I did a really nice TikTok reading with the affirmators cards. Actually, just as a little treat for you, I'm going to pull an affirmator card for you. Extra treat. What is your affirmator? This is the love and relationship affirmator, but I think that's appropriate since you got the Two of Cups. All right, and you've got celebration. Very nice. When I come across people in happy, healthy relationships, I give jealousy the finger and celebrate their joy. When I do so, I'm rooting for the good guys, which means I'm a good guy, and that means all of us win. Who wants to celebrate? So that's a really good attitude. Like, if you're happy for other people, guess what? That the very moment that you can give joy and celebrate somebody else's happiness, that's when your own comes in. All right. So let's see what the affirmation for positive change is. Change can be scary, and sometimes we resist making changes because we're afraid we might make things worse instead of better. The best way to get past this fear is to direct your energy toward making sure any shifts are positive. Ask the power of water to move you in the right direction. That's perfect, right? For this June and summary reading. And put out your intention into the world as clearly and decisively as possible. So start, just do little small actions towards your desires at the same time as you meditate and manifest. It's not manifesting, it's not just sitting around making wishes and expecting spirit to do all the work. You have to put a little bit of your own physical effort into it, whatever it may be, even if it's just making a vision board or surrounding yourself with the images or feelings or dressing up as what you see yourself. This card may hint that you need to have more faith in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals, or maybe a reminder that positive change is as much about the journey as it is the place you end up. So putting one foot in front of the other and focus on what you want to achieve. You can do it. So if you want to do like a little spell, light a blue or white candle and say this affirmation. If things don't seem to be moving forward, try saying it every day with or without the candle. I am strong and capable, and every day moves me closer to achieving the positive changes I desire. That's very nice. Okay, so let us get some charms. Just a little dabble of charms here. All right, let's see what you got. You have Smile. You have D. And the butterfly of transformation. The weight is like, maybe you're working out, maybe it's time to add another weight on, like push yourself, challenge yourself to push more, to lift more. We've got is that Saint Teresa of Calcutta? Let's see. Oh no, that's our Mohawk saint. She is the saint of like persecuted, and also people who are ridiculed, made fun of, called names, so she can protect you. I'm gonna call upon her because I've recently been ridiculed. And then and also it makes me think of my issues are minor compared to a lot of people who have to deal with racial injustices and things like that. So call upon what her name is. Her nickname is the Mohawk Lily, and it's Kalari Tekakwitha. I think that's how to pronounce it. Kalari Tekakwitha, the Mohawk Lily. So here we also have the Chinese symbol for taste. So enjoy, certain foods that are definitely eat things that are good for you, but also enjoy moments that just taste good, just things that you can savor. And it's like savoring the moments too. We have 2 butterflies, so big time transformations happening in June, okay? And lots of good luck. All right, guys, well, I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Moving on to the next. So here's pile number 2. I'm not sure what it's called, like spiny. It's definitely a spiny type shell. And let's see what your message is. Truth be told. So let's see, truth be told. Truth be told, honesty, accepting things at face value, and coming out of denial. The willingness to be transparent and clarity of communication. These are all things to focus on in June. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time to debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent. If you know in your being that you're a good person, you're beautiful, loving, kind, generous, giving, intelligent, a great catch, then that is true. It's 100% true. And what anybody else says about you in the contrary is not even true. It's not, it might be their truth. It might only be their opinion. It might be just a hurtful thing that they want to use against you, but it has nothing to do based in truth. Just be, truth be told, that's the honest truth right there. So it's important to be transparent, honest, and open with your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that keep you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. And also, I mean, there are, of course, you're not perfect. There are things that you can improve on. Of course, you know that. It's not about being in denial of it or being too proud to acknowledge it. Also, so you just keep those things in mind and know you're always striving and achieving to be the best you can be, with the knowledge that you are wonderful just as you are because God created you this way. And yeah, so in relationships, people might tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. Sometimes I feel like some people sometimes get in denial about a person that they may be in love with or they love because they give them the benefit of the doubt, and it can sometimes catch up a little bit. And it's a very beautiful thing to do. It's an unconditional love to give somebody by giving them the benefit of the doubt. But there does come a time where you have to just say, okay, if they're going to keep doing these things, then maybe I'm giving them too much slack, So this card is here to tell you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with the other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. And remember, your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth, and listen. So in prosperity, career, and otherwise, maybe you should ask yourself, are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write, a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to you moving forward. There's another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work, and ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. It's interesting. Pile 1 was all asking the why, and now you're asking the truth. And it's important to value yourself, and if you are doing a certain kind of job, to know that you deserve a certain kind of amount of compensation for that job as well. And you also deserve a certain kind of return for the efforts that you make. But at the same time, maybe you go back to pile 1 and ask why you do certain things you do. Do you do it just for the attention, or are you doing it for something deeper and more real? So, you might want to listen to all 3 piles. I don't know what's going to come out in pile 3, but pile 1 was real interesting, asking the whys. Now for protection, this is about things that you need to, help you with your mental health and spiritual health. So where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? And if you are unhappy in any area of your life, look to signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Some people have agendas that are not aligned with your own, and maybe you have to reassess that and put your boundaries back up like in pile 2. So now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be the key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than truth is required now. And if somebody is hiding behind a false name, a false character, being deceitful in ways, and then coming around and gaslighting and telling you that you're the one that's confused or wrong or bad or whatever, that's a huge red flag to get away from that person, get out of the situation. Even if you have a kind and generous heart and you want to help them, this is a kind of a person that's at a stage or phase in their life that only they can help themselves. So continue to be kind and loving from a distance, and that's the best thing that you can do right there. All right, so I don't know why these oracle messages are so deep, but let's try to see if we can get some nice lighthearted tarot messages. So this is the everyday witch, which is so much fun. I would love to have an everyday fairy or a tarot deck. That would be my goal. So let's see what you get from the everyday rich witch. The rich witch. And you got 10 of Cups. Speaking of, so I just feel like, it's same with the pile 1. Once you get to that, asking that why and clearing all that energy up, finally, then all these beautiful things come. So pile 1 had the 2 of Cups, and you're getting the 10 of Cups. So as soon as you really face your truth, things clear up so much for you, and it opens your life up to these beautiful possibilities of finding this contentment with maybe even a very special person, or maybe you're already in your relationship in your own life and the way things are right now, and you started this new truthful communication, clearing the air, and it just really infuses your life and makes everything in your life more real, more vibrant, more honest, more beautiful. You also got the 8 of Pentacles, so it looks career-wise things are doing good. You might have a shop, or you might be somebody who makes things or sells things, or whatever you do. Though it looks like your progress is coming along nicely. You're creating, and your creativity is going to be take notice. I feel like though, you will get the attention that you desire and everything, but I don't think, what's nice about this, I don't think it really matters to you. You feel joy and pleasure in your creations, and making the things that you make, or doing the things that you do, the service that you provide, or whatever it is that you're interested in. You're feeling the joy. You're feeling this kind of 10 of Cups feeling by what you do. It's pleasure, it's a job that gives you pleasure, which is very nice. And you also got the King of Cups. So funny, we had pile 1, we had the Knight of Cups. So here again we have a water sign, Cancer, Leo, Cancer. Okay, so Leo, I said Leo, and maybe it's because of the kitties in these pictures, but so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces coming through here. Somebody who is very mature, emotionally mature. And unlike maybe what you experienced with somebody over here, somebody who was emotionally immature, who no matter what their age was, they acted like a child, they acted foolish, they acted um, without integrity, without compassion, without empathy, without any of those good qualities you seek. And this water sign has all those things. They have the empathy, they have compassion, they have tenderness, they have love, they have they have a kind love language, which is words of affirmation, kindness, in their words, not cruelty and harshness. They have a kindness in their words. So look forward to that. And that could represent you as well. Like if you're a water sign, like me, I'm Scorpio, and I know that I'm a very loving and tender person with my communications. So to me, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not a king, but I feel like you can see yourself as the king when you see yourself as in the suits. You have the page, the knight, the queen, the king. The king is the highest level, so it's kind of like ascending to the highest level of the suits. And so whether you're male or female, masculine or feminine, you can see yourself as the king. The king also represents the one that deals well with business and is the entrepreneur, the self-starter, the one that's in charge, right? So maybe if you're female out there and you have run your own business, this could represent you as well. All right, so let's see now what our flower messages are. I'm going to do a bunch of different nature kinds of things. Also, I see a 10 of Cups, maybe a picnic happening in June for you. You have the Daffodil, Perception, which goes really good with Truth Be Told. These magnificent heralds of spring are literally trumpeting the joy and freedom of learning to be yourself. Daffodil wants you to see the light, to perceive the beauty and perfection and wholeness that is you, just as you are. It's time to release any self-doubt and revel in the freedom and weightlessness of endless possibilities. That's very nice, because I feel like the denial card is saying don't be in denial of other people and not as much as of your inner self, because I feel like too many of you go into doubts about your personality, or about who you are on the inside, about how good you are, your value, your worth. So don't go there. Be sure to know that you're just beautiful the way you are. Let's get some affirmators, because I think we need a positive boost in our self-worth here. Let's see, we've got support. Very nice. I look at the vast network of support in my life. I'm reminded of what a superpower it gives me. At any moment, I can call on an army of top-notch people who want the best for me, which means I'm basically invincible. Take that, loneliness. Run for the hills, boredom. I'm sorry, did you say to me pervasive, all-consuming anxiety? Damn right you didn't. Anyway, that's funny, but because that's the first thing I thought of when somebody tried to put me down was, even if I didn't have enough self-worth to tell you you're wrong, I have proof from about 99% of the rest of the population and on the rest of my friends that say exactly opposite of what you're saying. So you can get support from your friends. If you're met with somebody who's gaslighting you or putting you down, sometimes what happens is that person that gaslights you will isolate you from your friends, so you don't hear the real truth from them. And so recognize that too. break away from this toxic person, and listen to the ones who really are in the know and really know who you are, the ones who truly know you, and they'll remind you, and you might need a reminder, and they'll tell you, hey, don't listen to that person. They're just trying to bring you down for whatever reason. Maybe they have a problem with themselves. Okay, next we'll have a reading from the trees. This is the Wisdom of the Tree Oracle. Let's try that one. Ooh, we got the eucalyptus. That's a nice tree. It smells really good. So the eucalyptus is about balance. I am an ancient tree, but I have survived by adapting to my environment. I can show you how to live wisely and honestly by establishing balance in your life and your attitude to the people around you. The eucalyptus is one of the dominant trees of Australia, where it is believed to have originated over 30 million years ago. It grows so easily in warm and humid conditions that it's often considered invasive. The tree is sacred to many Aboriginals who keep its cultural significance a close guarded secret. The branches are traditionally used to make the didgeridoo, and the eucalyptus has other uses too. The essential oil extracted from its leaves have powerful antibacterial qualities and is an excellent inhalant to ease congestion in the sinuses and chest. I need some of that right now. Anyway, so yeah, just try to find the balance, between self-love and unconditional love, and being in denial of certain kinds of people, and realizing that maybe those people are actually not being honest and they're gaslighting, whatever. You'll in your situation what to do. So now let's pull from the feathers. What feather wants to come out? All right. We've got the kingfisher and the white swan. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Very nice. And the white swan is looking for its partner. The power of divine grace is within you. Beautiful. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and get a Everyday Witch Oracle message, because she's got the Oracle and a Tarot, so I love both of them. Let's see what your Everyday Witch Oracle is. Ooh, I love this one. This is very nice. Give into passion. So if you have a talent out there, be bold, enjoy it, give into it, play your instrument. Don't let anybody put you down and tell you that you're not good enough. You may be even way better than even they can say, because they could be coming out from a place of jealousy. In fact, I had a private reading that was something like that. If somebody was saying all this terrible stuff to them, and I feel like, and they weren't trying to be helpful. They were coming from a place of jealousy. So know the difference when it comes to your friends as well. There are times in life when the best thing you can do is to give into passion, whether it is in the fire of a new relationship, the excitement of creating art, or simply the joy of spending a day on the beach under the heat of the sun. It can be good to let yourself go and just be, as long as whatever you are passionate about is a positive force in your life, love or creativity or just plain fun. It's important to occasionally stop worrying about being practical and simply follow your bliss. So once you let go of the denial and find the truth in yourself, then you can finally tap into your passion and let go and truly enjoy life, because you've come to this place in your heart where you're like, yes, I know now what I need to do. I know I need to stop holding back and just be truly who I want to be, and that's going to be a good feeling. So yeah, do things that give you energy and satisfaction, and call up friends and hang out with people that make you laugh, and find the things in your life that give you spark and enthusiasm, enjoyment, whether it's romance or work or spiritual matters too. So all of those things apply. All right, so let's get some charms going for you here. We'll just dab a little. Just a dabble. I don't know, this one's always coming out, but I'm feeling like what's going on for a lot of you is maybe there's a heavy situation, or maybe it's time to add weights. Like when you're working out and you keep lifting the same weights, that's good, that's fine. You've built up now you have your strength. Now you have to push it a little bit further to keep building up more. You've got this week, something might be happening, something in the world. You have you're protected, and you're believe. The owl is all about wise, that's funny, wise communication, intelligent communication. You're going to start to know this difference, or see the difference slap you across the face when you start talking to other people. I think sometimes what happened to a lot of people with the pandemic, people were staying indoors and they weren't quite as social, and now that you might be getting more chance to be social, you're going to start seeing people that have really good, honest attitudes, and you realize, oh, this is how real sweet people talk and behave and treat each other. Oh, okay, I get it now. So someone special coming through here, someone special, and they might have shoot an arrow to your heart. And I think you have a cat, because there's kitties all over the place. I know, especially kitties in these two decks, but the kitties are coming out. So either you have a cat or that someone special has a cat. So I hope you like that, guys. Thumbs up if you like that. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to move on to the next Faith, Trust, and Pixie test. And here's pile number 3 with the other brown and beige striped shell. So let's see what we got. We have Treasure Island. Yay! We need a good card. We got some deep cards in pile 1 and 2. You might want to watch it just for a deep soul message, but maybe you are in the reward month where you don't need to incorporate any lessons, because Treasure Island, or maybe 1 and 2 turn into 3. Maybe you've watched all 3 piles and now you're at this Treasure Island. This is the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition. This is results of positive thinking made manifest, the abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. Good job. You know what Spirit is saying? You've worked hard and you acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tap the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long, hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally in all aspects of your life. At this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. Your relationships this month are going to provide way more than you need. They're going to be like treasures, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourself and each other. So you might be finding somebody new, or this is somebody you already know, but you're going to be discovering new things either way. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Then for career and work and money matters, at this time you can be confident that success is yours. Your ideas are all hitting the mark, and you're in a true manifestation period when you see evidence of the seeds of prosperity you planted in the past. The appearance of this card indicates that your dreams and aspirations align with concrete signs of prosperity in the world of form. This is a very auspicious and fortunate time for business. Creative projects will flourish as inspiration strikes. Share your wealth with others too. Generosity and gratitude should lead you now. And then just a little warning or a little help to guide you and keep you in the right direction. Remember to don't, let yourself go into poverty consciousness or this sense that you're not enough. I know you might have, pile one, it kind of feels like you were there because of what somebody said to you and brought you down. And you maybe felt your worth went, you're having trouble understanding your worth because of what they might have said. So don't go back there. Now you've graduated to pile number 3, and you're back in this place where you need this. You're going to get this treasure. So don't let this cast shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim to disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you will grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in a fear that you will lose what you have acquired, so you hold on so tight you miss the opportunities to expand? You are challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except your confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim it. It's funny too, because in pile 1 and 2 in the charms, the weight came out, and I was seeing that it's time to push yourself, like add another piece of weight to your barbells or whatever. Push yourself. You've gotten comfortable at a certain lifting a certain weight, and now it's time to push past that a little bit, because of course in weightlifting, when you tear the muscle, you're building the muscle, right? And that's just a metaphor to the situation, but it's just saying, yeah, in order to grow you have to push yourself a little bit. All right, so let's see what your tarot has to say. So I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot, which is really cute. I think it has a nice summery feeling. And I'd love to make one of these for Everyday Fairy, or if anybody knows of an Everyday Fairy tarot, I would love to have it. Let's see. Everyday Witch. What is happening in June for you? They've been so obedient, coming out with love, career, and health messages. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, and this particular queen is pregnant, so this is about abundance. This is about how the kitties, it's like, being giving, loving. This is who you are, okay? I'm the Queen of Cups. I don't know about you, but I'm a Queen of Cups. If you're Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, you have this Queen of Cups energy. Even if you don't, you still have the qualities of the Queen of Cups, which is, she is blessed, and she's the one who gives with her whole heart. The Queen of Cups is the embodiment of heart and passion, just like people, like you're this person, I'm this person. We need to see our worth and our value. She will be there when you need help, advice, or just a warm hug. She will encourage you in your own passions. The Queen is generous in spirit, intuitive and kind. She can be relied on for guidance, especially when you are too overwhelmed with your own emotions to make sensible decisions. She may be a mother, a patroness, or a friend. Maybe she is even you. And yeah, I think she could be you. And also, I think, some of you out there could be pregnant or getting pregnant. And so, this a lot of fertility going on here too. And also this a lot of love, a lot of giving and generosity. But like in pile 1 and 2, in pile 2 I was feeling a lot of unconditional love, which is great. But sometimes the unconditional love turns into allowing people to put you into a state of denial where you can't see their faults, and then they end up gaslighting you or messing with you. Ooh, you got the 6 of Cups. So this could be somebody coming back into your life, somebody that you've met before, or somebody that feels real familiar. This could be like an outing at a garden shop or florist, or getting involved in that kind of atmosphere. I feel like you could be definitely choosing. I mean, I see that, like, you might be getting interested in working in your yard and landscaping, and so you're choosing plants and things to put in your yard. So I see that for some of you. And maybe when you do that, you might meet somebody while you're doing that. We meet like-minded people in the places that represent who we are, and of course in work and school, but sometimes there'll be places like this where little hobbies, places that we go for, that we go shopping, or that we pick up a little class, or that we do a little hobby of some sort. So be mindful of that and put yourself out there, because that's where you might find a person if you're looking. But this definitely could be somebody coming back into your life. And so it's a feeling of nostalgia and a feeling of hey, do I know you? Feeling familiar with somebody. Let's see what else. One more card. Aw, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like for June, you're definitely going to have a lot of fun family connectivity and comfort and enjoyment. And some of you, may be building on your family. Some of you may be building on your property, or adding pets, or just like doing more family type oriented things, or friend things, group activities, celebrations, birthday parties, and wedding receptions and things like that. So I feel like a lot of peace and happiness within your family, but the family could also be that that the extended family, or the kindreds. That's what this is. This could be your soul family. It doesn't have to be just your biological family or your immediate family. This is like groups of people that you just feel very happy and comfortable with. Also, it could be something that you're working on that will leave an impression, a legacy of some sort. So it could be also work related in a sense, something that you're working on with a group of people that makes you feel very content, and you will leave a mark somehow. You will leave a mark. Your name will be on something that people will say, this was yours, or this project has your name on it. Also, it's interesting, my aunt, my great aunt, my aunt, not my great aunt, my Aunt Laverne, she was the executive director of 911 Harris County, and she just had a retirement party, and she just achieved and accomplished so many things. And I think they're even like making a day, I don't know if it's a national day, but they're making a special day for my Aunt Laverne, because her name is on a lot of the legislation and the documents and the things that have been implemented for that. So I feel like you might be in some kind of situation like that, where your name is going to be important on certain legislation or paperwork or that sort of thing. Okay, so let's see now what your flower oracle is. So I'm just going to do a little bit of nature stuff here, just nature oracles. I feel like that is good for a June reading. All right, and we have Echinacea. Echinacea is consciousness. Echinacea stimulates and awakens your consciousness, helping break up and release outdated personal stories, emotions, and attachments that are holding you back from positive growth and self-realization, and awakening awareness of your true self when you've forgotten or lost connection. That's very good. Like the treasure island to me just means that you're going to win, win, win. You're like in a big win-win situation, but there'll be moments where you might feel you'll go back into a little bit of lack mentality or feel doubts, and Echinacea is kind of like a reminder. Also, you guys, there's lots of interesting energies to deal with. We just entered Saturn retrograde, which should be helpful mostly. We just had a full moon, supermoon in Sagittarius, which also should be helpful, although it's very, very potent, powerful energy. And we're about to go into Mercury retrograde, which we all know is not always that helpful. But with all of these crazy, twisty-turvy ups and downs and emotional energy from the planets that are affecting us, I think we should all keep a nice, open mind about how people behave, how we react to their behaviors, and how we see ourselves and how we value ourselves, and give ourselves a lot more credit and definitely a lot of self-love. And that being said, I think you need an affirmator. So I did this on TikTok today. I was just like, we need some affirmations, because when people put you down, you gotta have like a counter spell. So I was thinking, I gotta keep, good self-talk. I'm not naturally that great with self-talk, and especially when somebody puts me down, then I'm like, I need to counteract this and not let it get me. So yeah, look at that, what you got. You got self-worth. All right, so self-worth. Here we go. This is my affirmation too. I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm a totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness can never be diminished by rejection. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about what they are thinking about what I already know, I think. All right, good one. Good one. So let's see now. We're gonna get we're gonna keep going with the nature. We're gonna get a little bit of trees. How about some trees? So there's a tree message here. I usually only pull these out in autumn, but hey, apple tree. Apple tree's nice. So that's good food right there. Nourishment. Eat your apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? So the apple is all about generosity. I grow in orchards and gardens across the world. I bear delicious fruit, and my spring blossoms cheer you. On hot days, my leafy branches cool you if you sit beneath them. I share my bounty with you. The apple is one of the most easily recognized trees. It symbolized fertility in ancient Greece and other civilizations. One of the best known associations is with Adam and Eve, who, according to the Bible, were banished from the Garden of Eden after eating a fruit from the tree of knowledge. Although the original Hebrew did not mention the fruit by name, it was later described as an apple. This may be because apples were a vital source of food for many people, and apples have several medicinal qualities, including reducing blood pressure and treating heart problems. So good, yeah, eat your apple if you feel like that's what you need to help you. It could also kind of makes me think like maybe a picnic lunch or something, enjoying nature. So let's see what your feather has to say. What birdie feather's gonna come out for you? Ooh, you got the woodpecker. I got a bunch of woodpeckers around here. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. Perfect. Very nice. I definitely feel like 3 is the culmination, the reward of all 3 piles. Like you're finally figuring it out now, you know. Got it going. You got it together. So for your final message, let's go with the Everyday Witch Oracle. This is so nice because the Everyday Witch has an oracle and a tarot deck. Alright, let's see what Everyday Witch has to say. Woo! Oh, that's funny. I was just staring at this book and then this card came out, the one on the book. So meditation for clarity. Definitely don't forget to keep up your meditation practices. It's sort of, maybe, I mean, it's not just sort of, it's very much a part of this community, this society we're in. We are these people that need meditation for our health, our growth, our peace, and our spiritual intelligence, and our spiritual groundness and tranquility. Because I think that like a majority of us are the majority of us are empaths, and we need we're those types that definitely need that meditation for healing purposes. So this one's real interesting. We have all kinds of different themes here. In pile 1 we had an affirmation theme. In pile 2 we had it was mostly like a healing theme, using the water. And now we're having meditation for clarity, which is a mental theme. This is meditating and using this to understand maybe why certain communications happen and what you need to do, you know. It can be hard for us to see things clearly, stemming back to pile 2, which was all about denial. And the closer we are to them, the harder it can be. This is especially true when we are looking at ourselves or at the important issues that affect our lives. When strong emotion is involved, that makes it even tougher, but that doesn't mean it's impossible, just that we have to make a special effort to reach for clarity. So what you should do is meditate on this statement while focusing on the picture of the card, or keep it in your mind, or see your reflection in the pool of water, and say this in your mind when you meditate. Do I see myself with clear and honest eyes? What about the people and situations around me? Is there something I know in my heart I need to look at more clearly? Then try to put aside emotions for a moment and simply be, and then look again. This card is a suggestion that it's time to seek out clarification of an issue or issues and look more closely at something Perhaps that you've been viewing through eyes clouded with emotion or prejudicial statements of others. Do not take things at surface value, but rather make sure that what you think you are seeing is really the truth. And that goes back to pile 1, which is all about the truth. Or actually, pile 2 is the truth. Yeah. Pile 1 was all about asking why, and pile 2 was knowing the truth and not being in denial. And now you can do this little magic trick. Take a dark bowl and fill it with water. Light a candle and place it so that it reflects upon the surface of the water. Then smudge yourself and the water with the sage wand. As the smoke from the sage drifts away, say, "Great gods, please help me to see with clarity of vision and open heart." Then stare into the water and see if anything appears to you. Either in the water or in your mind's eye. You can concentrate on a particular question or situation if you have one in mind. So that can be very helpful in your situation if you seek clarity. All right. So let's see now what your charms have to say. Just do a little dribble. Okay. So first I see flounder, and I was just thinking, we did talk about friendship, you know, that there are people here that can help you. There's community. There's kindred spirits. There are people that will understand where you come from, you know, and they will be the ones to say, "Hey, you know, don't listen to negativity. You're awesome." I think that came out more in pile 2, but if you fall back on these doubts about yourself, you know, you have the support of others. There is Cogs. I look like, I mean, to me this looks like Codsworth in Beauty and the Beast. This is the, you know, time, the divine timing. There could be some very special divine time issue happening here in June for you. There's this feeling of freedom, like you can do anything, and a miracle coming in. So it could be a serendipitous event for you. You have the sunflower. Your life is going to be full of sun and sunshine, made with a smile. Lots of happiness and joy shining down on you. You have Saint Anthony, which is the patron saint of lost things, and the Italian Valentine's Day. And you have Saint Teresa of Calcutta. And then also, this little charm are my 2 oldest kids as babies. Let's see if I can get this open. So there you go. There's Sierra looks kind of like my kitten in this one with her big eyes. Anyway, so yeah, children are so special and sweet. So I don't know, somebody out there who might be getting pregnant or is very fertile in this month. If you're interested in children, the chances are very high. So keep eating well, you know, maybe do your little clarity and see if you can see some kind of future for you in the reflection. That's a nice way of scrying. There's all kinds of ways of scrying, but that one seems kind of interesting, and I might try that out myself. Alright guys, well I hope you liked that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would love to have you part of the Sparkles of Light community. Thank you all for being here and visiting this channel, and take a look at everything that I have to offer. There's tons to see and lots of playlists and different categories that you might be interested in. You can hang out with me on Instagram and on TikTok as well. I have a lot of fun readings on TikTok right now too. Some more affirmators there if you want to check that out. And thank you all my members too, beautiful members who support me every month financially with a little donation, and I truly, really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate everyone's faith and love and encouragement. And I couldn't have done all of this far and this long without your beautiful support. So thank you so much. I'm very blessed to have you guys in my life, and I love you. I'll see you guys around. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.